you're on 373, you'll see there the subject is a letter to Netcom, and it's an email from one Nkabinde CM dated 31 December 2024. Good afternoon, National Commissioner General Masemola. Please find the attached letter from the Minister for your urgent attention. That is dated the 31st of December, and you indicate that you received it on the 2nd by way of a WhatsApp. And you mentioned this on paragraph 109 of your statement. Is that correct?
That is correct, Commissioner.
Okay. And before dealing with the contents of the letter, to go back to your paragraph 109, you continue, you say, I did not fully appreciate the significance of the letter because, as I said, I was on leave. And you then deal with the 3 topics that are addressed by that letter. If I can ask you then to turn to the letter at 374. You will see the heading. The heading is Directives on Matters Relating to Crime Intelligence, Ports of Entry and Political Killings Task Team. And the first issue is filling of posts in the Intelligence Division. The second is Ports of Entry. And if you turn over the page, the third one is the Political Killings Task Team. And if I can ask you to deal with that issue that the Minister was addressing. In 2019, please proceed from there.
Yeah, the letter reads as follows on paragraph 3, Political Killings Task Team. In 2019, a directive was made to the National Commissioner of Police following the Moerane Commission report, even though not flowing directly from such, that an interministerial task force be established. The key mandate was to stop, investigate, resolve, unresolved matters of politicians in the country, especially in KwaZulu-Natal. My observation in this regard, as indicated above, is that further existence of this team is no longer required, nor is it adding any value to policing in South Africa. I therefore direct that the Political Killings Task Team be disestablished immediately. Further, that a preliminary report in this regard be submitted to the Minister by the 20th of January 2025. The final and closing report must be submitted to the Ministry Management Executive Committee meeting late January 2025, the date of which will be communicated as soon as possible. You are sincerely signed, Minister of Police, Mr. E.S. Mchunu, MP, dated 31st of 12/2024.
Now, if you go back to the issue that was touched upon earlier by the commissioners, the 3 components that emanate from Section 2072, the issue of policy, direction, and operational issues. Now, with reference to the instruction that the Minister is giving, what is your view when the Minister says, I therefore direct that the Political Killing Task Team be disestablished immediately? Does that constitute policy or direction by the Minister? If yes, why? If not, why not?
Yeah, my interpretation is that, it's a, it is a direction, is a directive that actually deals with the work of the National Commissioner, meaning that I take it as an encroachment in the operational activities of the organization, SAPS, because it's going as far as even saying the when must it be done, must be disbanded, moreover, without knowing, even not knowing the reasons why. So yes, I, in terms of, if you take it in terms of the Constitution, I definitely regard this as an overreach to the functions of the National Commission.
So you say, as part of your response, that when the minister said that the disbandment should happen immediately, that is also dealing with the how part, i.e. the implementation thereof.
Yeah, correct. Let's say my interpretation as a person maybe was wrong to say maybe this is still part of a direction. Then I'll have a problem where he says it must be done immediately, which is the how part. You could have left that to the National Commission. But now, in this case, even where one doesn't know why, would you go as far as disbanding a team of this nature? Because for me, it flies in the face of Section 2053, where it says the police must, part of the function is to investigate crime. So if you stop the investigation of crime, I don't know now, what do you expect police to do?
Just to make sure that I understand, you emphasize the how. I do not know whether you are suggesting that there wasn't necessarily a problem with the disbandment instruction itself, or was there?
Commissioner, there was also a concern about the disbandment. What informed the disbandment?
Okay. But would it, all things being equal, and assuming that you had no problem with what informed it, would it have been a lawful instruction? Disband the PKTT, would that have been a lawful instruction, all things being equal?
In other words, is it still part of policy direction?
To say disband the, no, that's for me, that's an overreach, that's an operational matter. So it wouldn't, rather, if ever there is any problem, it should have been discussed.
In short then, with or without the how, the instruction was unlawful.
Yes, my interpretation is correct, yeah.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Mutau.
Thank you, Chair. And then in the statement, you proceed that the matter could not wait. And remember, you're linking this to the point that you've made, or rather the point that you've read from the minister's letter that says a report must be prepared and submitted to the minister by the 20th of January 2025. And you were due to return to the office on 14 January that you, like you say, and you say you had considered that you would address the issue upon your return. But then in paragraph 110, if you can please comments from there, you say, however, it seemed the matter could not wait. If you can take it from there.
Yeah, paragraph 110. However, it seemed that the matter could not wait. I received a call from Lieutenant General Mchunu the same day, 2nd January 2025. He told me that he saw in the media a letter from the minister to me to disband the PKTT. I informed him that I am on leave until 14 January 2025 and had not had any opportunity to consider the contents of the letter from the minister, but that I was aware of it. I made it clear to Lieutenant General Mchunu that I had nothing to do with the disbandment, and I informed him that the minister never sought any advice before taking the decision.
So when you say any there, you say my advice?
When I?
You say, you said now any, but the statement says never sought my advice?
Yeah, what I'm referring to is that the minister never sought an advice from me before he embarked on this action.
Yes, proceed. Lieutenant General Mchunu also informed?
Yeah, Lieutenant General Mchunu also informed me that he too had not been engaged in the possible dissolution of the PKTT.
And then in the next paragraph, you deal with how you classified the communication by the minister and what did you do as a step following that instruction that had been communicated to you by the minister.
Thanks for watching. To continue,